All right, Val, we are live. Welcome, everyone. We are so excited to see you. Carla from Atlanta. Hi, Carla. You guys
Yay.
make sure that you are. Oh, hold on. Did not know my YouTube was up. So it's dead now, you guys. I shouldn't be echoing now. So glad to see you. Hi, Monica. Hi, Jacqueline. All right, you guys, put over in the chat if you have a question or if you want a general reading. You're only going to be able to do that if you are subscribed to both Valorie and myself. So run and do that real quick. I'm at Awkwardly Psychic. Valorie is at Goddess with an Attitude. Make sure that you are subscribed to those, and that will allow you to put the information over in the chat. So glad to see you. Let's go ahead and start with Jacqueline. So Carla and Monica, make sure if you put a question over there or that you want a general reading. So Jacqueline, general reading.
Hi, Jacqueline.
All right.
Thank you for subscribing, Stacy.
Yeah. Thanks, Stacy. Okay, 9 of Wands. So, Jacqueline, what I get for you with this card is when you look at her in this imagery here, she is holding her torch. She knows exactly where she's supposed to go, but she is allowing herself to be held back right here by this little fence. All she has to do is step over it. If you see, there's not even little spiky things over here. She can just step right over that. Don't let your things, your limitations hold you back. Don't let the things that you think are problems hold you back from moving forward on your path. So if you're finding yourself like it's like a Roomba running against the wall, right? And like bouncing off and bouncing off, even the Roomba figures out that it needs to turn in a different direction. So turn in a different direction and try going that way for a little while. But you are being guided wholeheartedly on that. How about you, Val?
I got swords for you, 9 of Swords, and that's telling me that you're worrying about something. You're worrying about something so much that it's keeping you up at night. So work on leaning more into trust, because trust always takes us out of that fear and out of that worry. The other card I got was the 7 of Swords, which was very interesting because I got that it wasn't for 7 of Swords, the regular meaning, but it had more to do with the scene on this card and the fact that it was dark. I think you might want to try tuning in in the evening hours, just when everything is slowed down for you. Things are generally more quiet. It's something about connecting during the evening hours, but also something about something is hidden from you. I don't know if that's intentionally, if you've been looking for something, if something has been misplaced, but Spirit is saying that something is hidden from you and they're just leaving it at that. And usually when they just leave it at that, I'm just like, okay, well, if it's hidden, it's hidden. I guess you'll show it to us when we need it.
Absolutely. The cool thing is that you got 2 9s there, Jacqueline, and 9s are all about completion and coming to a closure. So this unknown, this wavery thing, it's coming to a closure. So be excited about what's coming next because I think that's always really fun. Okay, again, you guys, make sure you put over in the chat if you want a general reading or if you have a question. We're gonna come over here and Trisha. Trisha wants a general reading, please.
Hi, Trisha. I feel a decision, Trisha. Are you trying to decide on something? Don't answer that. I'm supposed to be
I heard what you want to do, Trisha. Answer it if you want. You want to go first, Val? You want me to go?
I'll go. I got King of Wands. If you are trying to make a decision, the King of Wands is the energy that Spirit is saying, this energy is available to you now. You can step into this energy and claim it at any time. This is the energy that will make your path forward more smooth. And what is King of Wands energy? It's trusting in your talents, trusting in your passions, trusting in those things that light you up, that light your soul on fire, despite what other people might be saying. And when you follow that path, I am getting from the cards that you also find a bit of stability. So if that's what you've been seeking, that is along the path of following your passions and following your heart.
All right. I love that with mine. So I got the Three of Wands reversed. And what this card is saying, Trisha, is a couple things. One, you're not thinking big enough and you're letting fear hold you back. Okay. When this card is right side up, like she is lit up. She knows exactly where she's going, what she's doing, what's gonna happen. When it's on its head, it's that, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe that's too much, or I can't possibly do that. Like you have that within you. Do not let yourself be held back by those fears. Lean into them. Oof, got a full lean there. So lean right into those fears and fall through them. That's the only way you're going to get past this like moment that you're in. All right. Good luck, Trisha. Okay. Lauren C. from Long Island. Hi, Lauren C. from Long Island.
Hi, Lauren.
You guys. All right. Oh, Lauren. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. So Lauren, why I'm laughing is because like immediately I could feel still that like, oh, why is this not flowing as easily? Why am I halted? Why is it like not as smooth as I feel like it should be? And what I got was Six of Swords, which made me giggle even more because as you can see on here she is, and she is on this boat and she is tied to these birds, which represent the swords. They are guiding her. So she's carrying this baggage. That's one of the things I love about this card. But you can carry your baggage with you, but just go where you're being guided. Okay. So it might feel like it's not quite what you want, but you are being walked or like guided right to where you need to be. So try to not discount where you are right now because it's not where you think you should be.
That's perfect with what the same message that Spirit gave me, Ari. I got the Ten of Cups, which the Ten of Cups is usually the happy life, everything, white picket fence. It's all lovely. You got everything, completion. Yay, the angels are singing. But look at how it's depicted here in this card. It is still the Ten of Cups. We do still have a couple that look very happy and very much in love, a rainbow ending, but they're abandoned on a desert island. You can tell by their tattered clothing. And to me, that's telling me that the happy ending might show up in a way that you don't expect it. So again, go with you're being guided, trust that guidance, let go of how you think it should show up. Because this couple, they're so much in love. They don't need anything. They don't need anything else. And so it showed up in a way that they probably weren't expecting to wreck their boat and be destitute, but that's how it showed up for them.
I mean, sometimes I think about that deserted island and how nice it would be, and every once in a while.
Yes.
But we wouldn't be able to do YouTube lives there. So, all right. Good luck, Lauren. Next is going to be Sue Gunn, and she wants a general reading. Hi, Sue. Hey. Sue, before I even pull a card, your guides are wanting you to have some fun. Have some fun. It feels like maybe that has been lacking a little bit. Okay. Val, you ready or you want me to go?
You go first.
Okay. So I got Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay. And what that means is that you might be holding on to that purse a little too tightly. Okay. This is about like creating your financial stability when it's right side up, but upside down, it's that fear of security, that fear of trying to make sure everything's going the way that you want it to and feeling stable. Right. And so when that's on its head, it can be hard to have fun. But they are definitely calling for you to like, loosen up a little bit, have faith that it always works out because it always has. And maybe loosen up those purse strings just a little bit and consider it an abundance step to spend something on something nice for yourself, whether it's a nice meal or going out or whatever that is. Maybe a fruity little cocktail if that's your thing, but something that will bring joy to your heart.
So I got two reversals, so to speak. I got two of the other side of a deck that I'm pulling from that has messages on both sides. What's interesting about the side I'm looking at, Knight of Wands, is he's riding a unicorn. Yay! But he's riding away from something. All you see is the unicorn's butt, unfortunately. There's something that you keep saying, I have come this far. I know this much stuff. I have this many skills. Surely I can find a way to make this fit, to make this work. And spirit is saying, no, walk away from it. Stop wasting your energy on it. This is something that it's not a challenge to your skill level or your skill set. It's just something that you don't need. You need to walk away from it. And when you walk away from it, the motherfucking sun, the most positive card in the tarot, in my opinion, which means that's what's ahead of you. But also, it's interesting that I'm getting the other side of it because as this sun child looks out, he's seeing mountains, he's seeing unknown terrain beyond his tower or kingdom walls. So there are still challenges ahead, but you're not going to be able to face those challenges until you leave behind this thing that the Knight of Wands is asking you to walk away from.
All right. Good luck there. Okay. Next is Monica. And Monica is asking about attachments. So, any sort of information we can give her about attachments.
All right.
And you guys, I want to send a thank you out to Charity. The Charity is covering all of the important stuff over in the side that'll give you all of our information, and she's watching the room for us. So, thank you so much, Charity.
Thanks for the feedback, Sue.
Okay. I'm holding off, Val, so you can go first.
Oh, no. And look at me taking my time. Yeah, you go first.
Okay, I'm ready. All right. So, Monica, you got the Emperor and you got this guy right side up. So, the Emperor to me is a representation of divine masculine at its best, especially when he's right side up. So, what I would say is if you are still struggling with attachments and having things that you're not wanting, I would say maybe call in that divine masculine energy, that sense of safety, that sense of protection, that sense of strength and confidence, because it feels like the reason that that energy is being called in is because you might be stuck in some of your feminine energy in a way that is spiraling. I'm not going to say that as women we spiral, but sometimes we do, you guys. So call in that divine masculine energy. Maybe Google some options or ask some of your metaphysical friends about how you could call in some of that masculine energy to settle yourself a little bit.
Yeah, specific to your question about attachments, the only thing I got was very interesting is this king who is sleeping. This is the Four of Swords. It's generally to take a nap. But look what's going on while he's sleeping. A freaking volcano in his own country, burning his own kingdom, and he's taking a nap. And that lines up with the other one, the second card that I pulled. But basically, it's we don't have to pay attention to everything. If he can find his peace and his solace enough to take a nap while his kingdom burns, that's kind of, there's a lesson in there. We don't have to pay attention to everything that's going on. Find a way to find your peace and your solace, regardless of what's going on around you. And this card, it looks like, I thought the message was, oh, connect with your spirit guides, because it looks like he's out there talking to a floating head. But that's not quite the message, because when I turn it over, he's blind. He can't even see his guides. And I feel like some of that is going on too. And the question that immediately popped into my head from your guides was, what's blinding you? So it's not that the connection isn't there. It's not that the things available to help you aren't there, but something's blinding you. Something's blocking you.
All right. Thank you so much. Okay, you guys, just so if you popped in late, make sure if you want a reading that you're putting over very clearly on the comments that you want a general reading or you have a question. Jennifer, I can't tell if that's a question or not. So let us know down in the bottom, Jennifer Ann, if you're wanting a reading about your extending travels. I think that's what you're asking for, but I'm going to go ahead and let you respond to that. Stephanie Gray, we love you too. She said no reading. She just loves us. You guys, Stephanie's YouTube is creating from the inside out. Please go subscribe to her. She's amazing and does a lot of awesome transmutation with art. Jamie, our lovely friend Jamie, would like a general reading.
Jamie.
All right.
Yes, sir, it will.
Okay, interesting, Jamie. So the first image I got was you like rocking the voice in your head to sleep like a little baby. So that noisy voice that is constantly like, don't do that, do that. Oh my gosh, should I have done that? That's not right. All of those voices, which believe me, we all have. Not we all, but I have for sure. What it showed me is by nurturing that voice, then it might help quiet it a little bit. So loving it instead of hating it. And then what was interesting is I got the Queen of Wands reversed for that. In that Queen energy, when she's right side up, look at her. Like she is in full joy. She is creating her own life. She is taking action with it. So that goes along with what we're saying here. You can take action with this thing that's been hard by loving yourself through it and sitting in that energy that you can make it more joyful than it has been for you. So good luck with that. All right, Val.
Speaking of joy, the card I got was the King of Cups. And I love this deck because generally when you turn it around, some of the things on the backside are where does this king get his power? From play. Dolphins represent play and fun and joy to me. So that is about tapping back into that joy, finding that joy. But it's also about tapping into the divine masculine side of your emotions, represented by the King of Cups. So yeah,
All
more
right.
fun.
More fun. I mean, that should be all of our mantra, right? More fun. Okay, so Jennifer is asking any readings about trusting in her upcoming extended travels and to have them without work computer problems. So we're going to do a reading based on any of that. Jennifer, I'm getting right off the bat that like you know what you need to do to feel more comfortable with this travel. Like it feels to me like you know when you're not in your best space, you know when you're not grounded, you know when you're not all of that. So what I'm getting from them even before pulling a card is feel free to set yourself up for success. Being grounded in like, okay, I know that this is something that I struggle with, so I'm going to have this crystal, or I'm going to wear this essential oil, or this outfit makes me feel more powerful. Like whatever those things are for you that you know bring you down to earth, that's what they're asking for you right now. And I got that Emperor. So again, it's that divine masculine energy, right? Instead of that divine feminine. Pull in that masculine energy of like, I know what to do. I got it. I got it covered. Don't worry about it. And you're going to find it goes smoother. Go ahead, Belle.
I'm laughing because as Aries talking, I'm thinking she stole my reading. I got the exact same thing from Spirit, and I love when that happens. Two separate readings, same message. Really emphasizes that's exactly what Spirit wants you to focus on, and it is the preparation. First, I got again nothing from the cards. I got reminded that Mercury retrograde is coming up, and this is what Spirit always says: "What do we do when Mercury retrograde is coming around? We prepare. We don't panic." So it's that idea of preparing. If you know something is coming up, have backup batteries, backup those little devices you can carry with you in case you lose connection, a backup Wi-Fi connector. Just prepare and you'll be fine.
All right. Perfect. All right. Good luck with those travels. Lori would like a general reading, please. This is Lori. I think it's still our Lori. If not, you're our Lori now, Lori. Watch out. All right, for the new folks coming in, please put over in the chat if you'd like a general reading or if you have a specific question. We're going to get to as many people as we possibly can. We're doing pretty good with timing right now. Okay. Lori. All right, Lori, watch Val's face when I call this card out. So I got the star, and Valorie, ooh, look how it glares in that. That's pretty. Look at making it flash. Okay, so the star card for me has always been kind of a tough one because it can mean lots and lots of different things. But in this situation here, Lori, what I'm getting is see how that lasso she has is hanging on that star. Don't lose track of your sense of mystery and mystical and fantasy. Go and have fun with that and really play with it. I mean, seriously, the way that that light is glaring off of that star and it's flashing at you, like you're being called to live in the ether a little bit more and less in this practical world, because the fantasy side of things and the metaphysical and the lightheartedness is going to help you with not feeling so bogged down by the responsibilities of life.
And I got remember how far you've come in a roundabout way. This is the card I got, which is Seven of Pentacles, and it just looks like a really gloomy situation. And I was like, "Oh, is that her energy that I'm reading? Why is she so sad?" And Spirit was like, "Exactly, because they wanted me to look closer." Because it's almost as if you're this individual in this gloomy situation and you're not remembering how far you've come. Because if he would look at this as a blessing, look at where he's at. Food should not grow here. Let's just assume that's food, fruit. Food should not grow here. Fruit should not grow here. Everyone else has abandoned this area. But he knew something could grow there and he worked so hard and grew it. And this is a freaking miracle. Yeah, he's looking at it with the doom and gloom outlook of, well, it didn't sprout on every branch and there's no green. So it's count your blessings and remember how far you've come, because you are doing what you told yourself was impossible at one point in your life.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Next will be Carla, and she wants a general reading.
You say Carla?
Carla. Okay, you want to go first? You want me to?
Go.
Okay. So Carla, right off the bat, I kind of felt like maybe there's someone in your life before I even pulled the card that is like driving you a little bit crazy. I was getting someone at work, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But somebody who's kind of like pushing on that last nerve. And then I got Three of Swords, which if you see this card, it's all about like heartache. It's about frustration. Look at her. She is like screaming and she's got the pain of it. This is another lean into it card. This is another like the discomfort of whatever it is that's going on is purposeful in learning a lesson in your life. So what I'm getting is turn within and figure out what it is about it that's bothering you and why it's bothering you, because the healing that's going to take place is part of your journey and really, really important. So I know that's not fun, but it'll feel good on the other side of it.
I got a 3 too, but a 3 from an oracle deck, and it says allow work to become your art. All of this talk about we need to enjoy ourselves more and have more fun. So there's some aspect of work, not necessarily work, could be secular work, some aspect of something that you do day to day, day in, day out that has become routine. Find the magic in it again.
Love it. Love it. All right. Good luck, Carla. All right. Sasha, hello. And we are doing fine. Thank you so much. Sasha would like a general reading.
Awesome. I'm ready. You want me to go first finally? Sasha, I got the other side of the Ace of Cups. So aces are good and fresh new beginnings, fresh starts, particularly around following your intuition and your emotions represented by the cups. But we got the other side. You're looking back. You have a fresh start available for you, but you keep looking back and you have to make a decision. Are you going to go forward or are you going to be tied to the past?
Yeah. Interesting because I got the Five of Swords reversed. And in this card, you can see here, he's got those voices talking to him in his head. It's making him crazy. In this situation here, what it's trying to tell us is that there are no winners in whatever's going on. So instead of trying, there's a saying out there that would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Figure out what's going to make you happy in this situation, because it doesn't feel like you're going to be able to be quote unquote right. So again, another lean into it. You guys, you got some big energy going on. So lean into it, decide what's going to make you happy and go forward with that. Okay. Good luck. Okay. Let's see. It's so funny, Val. So on this streaming site that we use, when one of us types something, it makes both of us say it. So it's like we're saying the same thing at the same time. We're not that psychic, you guys. Okay.
And I just noticed that.
We'll have to figure out how to turn that off. Stacy would like to know if they're on the right path and if anything is going to change for me on my path. Stacy, the answer to is anything going to change for you on your path? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. However, let's check on what the cards have to say about path. Stacy, your guides are full on laughing. Like they are like, of course you're on the right path. And even it feels a little bit like periodically you do like a little jump off the path. You're like, oh yeah, well look at this. And you like go off with one foot. But even when you're off balance and you're on that one foot slightly off the path, you're always going to come back down on that other foot. So they're wanting you to trust yourself a little bit more about taking steps forward and knowing. They feel your frustration about not being where you think you should be, but they want you to be very careful about shoulding yourself. And again, guys, this Emperor card, look at him. I swear I'm shuffling. So the Emperor card's coming in and again, asking you to sit back in the knowing that you are walking forward. You're putting one foot in front of the other and let it unfold in front of you instead of trying to force it in front of you. That's that divine masculine energy again. So again, just keep walking forward with faith that you are doing what you need to be doing and the doors will open where you need them to open.
Got a very similar message when Aries said, just trust that you're exactly where you need to be. I got bloom where you are planeted. Planeted because it's making a reference to planet Earth. And that tells me that there's a bigger message there, which is just you're where you need to be, not only for your own self, but also for all of those that you're going to help. So just take your placement in life, the place that you are on your path as divinely orchestrated.
All right. Awesome. Okay. While you're thinking about this, Val, Michelle Montgomery says that you know her request.
Yes, she has a question.
Go ahead.
Question about an upcoming interview this Friday.
Okay. We will get going on that. Again, if you've just popped in, if you want a reading, go ahead and put general or your question over in the chat. I think we're going to get to everybody unless we get a mad rush here at the end.
Woohoo!
All right. All right. You ready, Val? You want me to go?
You can go.
Okay. So what's interesting, Michelle, is that I got a very clear, like, you need to walk into this being your full self. And it is not necessarily in your nature to go into an interview being your full self. It feels like you kind of pull back the reins a little bit. But the Page of Wands reversed is saying that that's not going to service you here. You need to either go in your full self and have them love you for that, or this is not your job. You need to be in the joy. Like, look at her when she's right side up and this card wanted to swoop around. Go in with full, like, here I am, love me, this is what I do, and let them decide if they can handle you at your full capacity, because your full capacity is the light that you give the world, and the world needs that light right now. So going somewhere where you can't be truly you is not going to work.
Agreed. I should just sit back and not say anything.
No, it's good when we agree with each other.
When Aries said walking in your full glory, I had this full-on vision of this lion walking in. So maybe you have some tie into lions, but I saw this beautiful lion just walking in full glory. The card I pulled is the Queen of Wands. So there's that queen energy that you're being asked to claim, to sit in, to incorporate with your own energy, but that royalty, that upper level, that true self energy.
Yeah. Own it. Be the queen you are. The goddess, as our friend Valorie will like to step into. Valorie, where's your crown? Need you wearing your crown on this.
Which one?
Which one? I love it. Woo, that's right. Okay. Next is Pink Kitten of Doom, which I like the name.
Love it.
Pink Kitten of Doom would like a general reading. Sue, this will be on replay. You can find it on either Valerie's page or my page. Mm. Okay, Val, you ready?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Six of Cups, the other side. Six of Cups is the giving and receiving. And to me, it's also the card that reminds us that if something in our life isn't flowing, to check and make sure both opposites are flowing. If we're not getting enough in the receiving, ask ourselves, are we giving freely? Where have we stopped up that pipe? And then the other one was also about the material world. I got an Ace of Pentacles. So a beginning, a new, fresh start. So I'm sensing that pipes need to be cleaned. You need to figure out where the clog is, what's stopping that flow.
All right. And interestingly enough, so I got strength reversed. Okay. And strength reversed is warning us about being bitey. Right. So strength card oftentimes gets misrepresented because on the Rider Waite tarot card, it looks almost like the woman's fighting with the lion and she's not. She's like comforting the lion. And in here, you can see that the woman is half lion. When she's like this, she's not working nicely with this lamb. She is trying to bite the lamb's head off. Okay. So whether that's you biting your own head off, which I feel like that might happen a lot, where you're being real mean to yourself, or it's you biting somebody else's head off, be very careful, because even if it's just energetic and you're not truly letting it out, that energy is kind of eating away at you and it's not helpful in any way. So pull that card around and sit back in the strength that you know who you are, you know what you need to do, and you can lead with a calm energy instead of a bitey energy. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Going down again. If you have not put it over in the chat, say you want a general reading or a specific question. Yep, Stacy, we got you. Okay. Sonia is asking about health issues over the last year. A lot of doctor visits, would like to ask any spiritual advice. Okay. As always, we will always recommend that you see a doctor, but it sounds like you are, so we're helpful for that. And we are not doctors or medical practitioners in any way. Okay. Legalese out the door. Sonia, I'm sorry you're going through that. Okay. You ready, Val? You want me to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
I got Six of Wands. I got another six. So again, sixes to me are that cycle, reminding us of the cycle. And I got the Six of Wands, and this is supposed to be a victory celebration, but I got the other side of the victory anyway. The whole idea is, it seems as if you're not tooting your own horn. You're not stepping into your power. You're not acknowledging those things that should be celebrated about yourself. You're shoving them down. What's that got to do with medical? Because anytime we restrict energy, it's got to go somewhere.
Okay. Yes, restricted energy. That's one of it. So I got the 10 of Cups reversed, Sonia, and the 10 of Cups reversed is all about, well, when it's right side up, it's all about family, and they're in this like happy, loving, everything's going well, yay, energy. So when it's on its head, not so much, right? So what this is saying about your health, from what I'm getting, is that it feels to me like you push a lot down. Me too. So when you're pushing stuff down, when things are not going your way, if something's a struggle with relationships, whether that's family or work or whatever, and you're pushing that in, your body's going to feed on that and not in a great way. So it could be really good to like go ahead and do some work with letting that out, whether that's journaling and burning it. Be careful if you burn anything. Whether that's doing some like shadow work, which you can look that up, or reach out to one of us and we can help you with that. Like there's a lot of different things that you can do, but the pushing of the down is part of what it's feeding on. So letting that out would be really helpful. Good luck and sending love. Hey, I skipped Jillian up above. So Jillian wants to know if she cleared everything that's blocking the sale of her home and that she loves us. Okay.
Jillian, I'm gonna tell you what I immediately heard. I hope you get a chuckle out of this. Mirror, mirror on the wall. That's what I heard. Like scry through the mirror, and look and see if there's anything still attached. That mirror really wants to be with you. More work to be done is what I heard. And I also heard in-person work, like you need to be there.
Yeah, I got judgment reversed, Jillian, and like the feeling that I'm getting from it is again remembering that it's not all your control. That there are a lot of energies that are tied into this house, like we talked about earlier. And it feels to me like maybe some of the work is letting some of that emotion out from the kiddos. And so maybe it's time for that hard conversation. And it feels like that's not going to be fun necessarily, but it feels like that might flip the card over and allow everyone to be a little bit lighter about this really tough situation that you're in. So, sending you love, my friend. Sorry, wish we could be like, yeah, great, the house will sell tomorrow, but little more. Okay. Let's see. Going down, going down. Uh-oh, I lost my spot. Okay. Okay, just making sure I didn't skip anyone. I don't think I did. We're coming down here and we're going to go to Robert. Robert would like to have a reading. I'm going to assume that's general. All right, again, we've got new people popping in. So if you have not put over in the chat yet, we have another 24 minutes. So if you want to put over in the chat that you'd want a general reading or a specific question, we're going to get to as many people as we can. You ready, Val?
Ready.
Oh, ooh.
First hit I got before I went to the cards was letting go. Something needs to be released. Then I go to the cards and I get a 10. A 10, completion, but it's also the world card, major arcana, which is telling me that this is not a little something. This is something that you've been working on for a while, or you need to really start focusing on. Letting go with the idea that the world card is about cycles. So I feel like you're holding on to something out of a lack consciousness. Like if I let this go, it's not going to come around to me again. And spirit is reminding you of the cycles of life. It always comes around. Anything that you need is always going to be granted to you and given to you. So let go so that you can move on to this next part of your life or whatever it is you've been asking for.
And Robert, if you have any doubt in that whatsoever, I got the death and rebirth card. So if you want to talk about cycles, that is the ultimate for that. And nothing to be afraid of there. It's a matter of you've got to let something die so that something new and more beautiful can be born. That cycle is so important here. So whatever it is that you're struggling to let go of, it's time to like really, again, lean into that and let that happen. So sending you love as you do that, because I know that can be real hard no matter what it is. Good luck.
And can I give one more reconfirmation on top of the reconfirmation? The particular card I drew for the wheel is not the traditional. And these two beings, one pictures life and one pictures death. So there's death again.
There you go, Robert. You got it. You can do it. We have faith in you. The rebirth is going to be the beautiful part. All right. Jenny wants to know whatever she needs to hear.
Hi, Jenny.
All right, Jenny, I just got that feeling, you know, when you get the giggles and like you cannot get rid of the giggles, and like it is like if you've ever gotten the giggles in church or at school or like somewhere you're not supposed to and you can't help it and there's like the tears and everything, that's the feeling I got kind of right here in my face. So I don't know if this is a loved one or like a friend or somebody who maybe passed who you used to giggle with a lot, or if your guides are asking you to just let that energy through. But it feels like somebody is wanting you to find that level of joy, find that level of like heartedness. And then I got the Queen of Wands to back that up. So if you look at her, she is in full joy. She is in full bliss. So whatever that is that's going to bring you that bliss, like that giggle, that fun, that lightheartedness. And when I talk about it, you know that feeling, but it feels like maybe it's been a long time since you've had it. Figure out a way to find that because it's going to be really good for your heart.
And I got a queen too, a queen of cups. The other side though, and what I immediately felt into was that queen of cups is about the emotional tie. It's about feeling that happiness, that joy that Ari talked about. But two queens from two completely separate readers in the same reading, that's significant too. Lean into your divine feminine to re-spark that joy.
Divine feminine. Yeah, own it. Wear that crown. All right. Now we're gonna go to Jen. Jen wants a general reading.
General reading.
Thank you guys so much for being here. It's so much fun to go live and do these. All right. So, Jen, I got the Ace of Wands reversed. And when you see her right side up, this is all about a new idea. When she's reversed like this, what I'm getting for you is that you are blocking yourself from a new idea. So, whether you're actively searching for a new idea or there's one in your head that you keep going, no, that's stupid, no, that's stupid, no, that's stupid. Either way, this is not serving you because there's something that wants to burn a hole right here and really just come through. And it's going to be something that brings like excitement to your life and fun into your life. So don't discount any ideas right now. Even if it's just writing them down and coming back to them later, get them out of you and embrace the idea that life can change.
Right. Ari was saying that idea that you keep saying, no, that's stupid. No, that's stupid. No, that's stupid. Your intuition is saying, it's not stupid. It's me. It's me. Your intuition. You got the high priestess, which is the message from this card for you for your situation is that you're not listening to your intuition. You're not tapped in and you're receiving the guidance, but you keep dismissing it. And it might just be because it's different than what you're used to. But accept that, lean into it. It is your intuition.
All right. Let's see. Next we've got Charity, our lovely lovely person who is taking care of all of the business in the room. So thank you, Charity. Charity wants to know what she needs to hear. She thinks. All right. Charity. Jeez. All right, guys, I got the Emperor card. Apparently, that is the universal card right now, which is really interesting because we were just talking in a Zen Zoom today on Awkwardly Zen about how everyone's calling in the Divine Feminine, and now we're getting all this Divine Masculine energy. With you, Charity, what I'm getting, though, is the Divine Masculine that they're asking you to tap into is that look at him and how settled he is, right? Like he's playing the game, he's holding the chess piece, and he is fully in charge of the game he is playing. So your guides are asking you to remember that you are the one who is in charge of the game that you're playing, and whatever that means to you, that's what they want you to focus on.
Along the lines of that game you're playing, I got the Devil card. The Devil card, the first thing I heard is, see how they're chained up there? You're not. You think you are, but the chains are loose. So you have created some type of prison in your head that is false, and you just need to release yourself from that. And it seems like it's just situational. You've created restrictions around a situation, and those restrictions don't really exist.
All right. Awesome. Okay, you guys, as far as I can tell, we got through everyone's reading. So if you're in the room and you've not got a reading yet and you want a reading, just put over in the side that you'd like a reading. And just to let us know if it's a general reading or if you have a specific question. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Jennifer said we have great vibes all around. Woo woo. You have great vibes all
Yay.
around too, Jennifer. All right. Did we get to everyone? No one else needs anything? Anyone have any clarifying questions that they have? Valorie, you want to read for me?
Oh my God. Live on National
Live.
Tubavision.
This is where Valorie gets to say what she really thinks about me.
Ah,
And she through the
it
cards.
wasn't me, it was
What's
spirit.
the cards? Don't go over messenger.
That's how y'all can have honest conversations with your friends. Just pull out a deck. Oh, spirit says no.
Spirit said this. I love it. I love it.
This makes sense. 8 of Wands. Need I say
Mm,
more? Fast moving, you're following your passion, you're going in the right direction. Oh, I do like how this particular deck show. I mean, generally the wands are sprouting,
yeah.
but you're moving towards new growth, or new growth is moving you towards it. I don't know. Oh, look on the other side. There's a unicorn.
Woo! I like it. I like it. All right. Thanks, Val. Stephanie, our friend Stephanie Gray from Creating from the Inside Out. You guys go like her page, follow, subscribe, whatever you do on YouTube.
Stephanie. You get to read for
Like a gentle read.
Stephanie.
Thanks, Sonia. We love ourselves together too. All right. Okay. Ooh, Stephanie, like the energy surrounding you is so like light and loving right now, like wah 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 wah, that kind of vibe. Love it. Okay. You ready, Val? You want me to go?
You go.
Okay. So while you have all that energy around you, that little voice in your head is like, you're not quite doing this right. This didn't go right. You should be doing this. What if I'm doing this wrong? What if I have this idea, but I'm not the person who should be doing it? I don't want to overstep all of those noises, right? So the 7 of Pentacles reversed is saying that all you've got to do is remember that you are planting the seeds to grow what you need to grow. So don't second guess that at all. You are doing everything that you're supposed to be doing in order to get those roots to grow so that all of this can take root and this tree can grow up to be as strong as possible. So when those voices start coming and they're like, yap, 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 a nice little pat on the head and go sit over in the corner. I got this. Go sit over in the corner. I got it. Thank you. Go sit over. And if you can't do that, reach out to one of your friends, Ari or Val, and they will do it for you. Okay.
I got Ace of Wands, and I see that as a sunrise. So it's like a new beginning, a fresh beginning. Aces are generally meaning that as well. But it's like the sun. The light is about to shine into your life in a way that it hasn't before. New beginnings with your talent, your skills, because it's wands, your fire, your passion. But that bird hanging out there, it's supposed to be a hawk, but the first thing I saw was red bird, and I thought cardinals, and I thought ancestors, and I got a nod, but it's a strong ancestor because it's not a cardinal, it's a hawk. And so that's a reminder that you have someone in your lineage who is very much your advocate and very much your guide and very much there to help you with this new phase of warmth and sunlight. I don't know, I just keep seeing that sun.
Let the sun shine. Let the sun shine in. Okay. I won't keep singing. Don't worry, you guys. All right. Ayush, I might be saying that wrong, and I apologize if I am, but it's on YouTube, so you can't tell me. Ayush would like a reading, please. Just a general.
Right.
Okay. I have no idea where this is coming from, but all I keep hearing in my head is tea, like the drink tea. So if you have a tea that you've been drawn to, or if you're thinking about drinking tea instead of coffee, or if there's something that is going to create peace around tea, have no idea what that's about. Sometimes you guys, you just get the words and you go, okay, I'll say them out loud. Uh, okay. So I also get for you a death and rebirth, but reversed. Okay. So what that means is that you might be fighting something that needs to go. And that will hold you back on your path for sure. Because the more you get stubborn and you put those heels in and are like, I know this needs to happen, but I don't want to, I don't want to, I don't want to, la, 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 don't talk to me. The more that it's going to keep smacking you in the face, and the pain of that is not going to be comfortable. So embracing whatever it is that you need to let go of and going and stepping through that is going to be something that's more powerful as far as moving you down your path.
Let it go. Let it go. You got to let go. I got Ace of Pentacles reversed. Reversed. And the thing that's standing out to me, okay, so Ace of Pentacles, new, fresh beginning, something here in your materially manifested world. So something you've been trying to manifest. But the hands, when Ari was talking about you got to let go of something, yeah, because whatever you're holding on for, there's no room to grab the new. There's no room to catch this plant as it falls into your hands. So let go and then be ready to receive.
Love it. Love it. All right. Next, Bunny Hop would like a general reading.
Bunny Hop.
Did you see me just start doing the bunny hop? That's exactly what just happened. All right. All right. Ready?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I got Queen of Cups. And what I'm sensing from this is the need to, okay, water represents her emotions, and she is sitting in her emotions. And she's letting them calm down and rest around her. She's not fighting against them. She's not thrashing in the water. She's not drowning. She thought she might drown if she sat down in those emotions, but she's not. She's okay. Why? Because she's connected to the divine. So connect with the divine and sit with some of those emotions. And if you need someone to sit with you, you can call on a professional or call on a friend. Don't advise going into the tough stuff by yourself, but you are definitely being called to process and sit with some emotions that you may have been avoiding or pushing down.
Yeah, interesting. So 6 of Pentacles reversed. And what I'm getting with this card is that it feels like maybe somebody is pouring into you in a way that doesn't resonate with you. Like somebody is like trying to help or is trying to show you love, and it's like a little bit irritating. What they're asking of you is to open your mind and your heart and realize that the intention of this person is probably pure. It's okay to set boundaries, but make sure that you're not just being mean is what they said. So just be aware of that. And remember, if you can look at that situation through a veil of love and compassion, that it might be easier to take. You can set boundaries and you can ask for things that you want. But it feels like there's a pure love coming from whatever that is. So just be aware of that. Okay. Let's see. We've got about 7 more minutes. We've got D, and D would like a general reading. Okay. Thank you guys. My phone is lighting up with people who are giving us tips. That's very sweet of you. Our readings are absolutely free, so no pressure whatsoever, but we do appreciate it if you are willing. Charity's been putting that over in the chat. Thank you so much, Charity. Okay. Go ahead, Val. You ready?
Yeah, I got 3 of Wands. The Surfer, ready for whatever lies ahead. You are ready, even though those don't sound like the stories that you've been telling yourself in your head recently. You've been thinking, since I feel like you're a very analytical, I got to think it through, and then I got to think it through again, and I got to measure it. And that is, in this particular situation, doing you a disservice, because we've got Wands, fire energy. It's asking you to be a bit more impulsive and more trusting, because you got this and you're ready.
All right. I've got the Eight of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is actually one of my favorite cards and one I pull for myself a lot because I tell myself stories. Okay. So basically, what's happening here is she is sitting here, right? And this is a mirror on the ground. And in what she's looking at in the mirror is herself, but all tied up and all of these birds around, and she's blindfolded, and everything's really hard. But if you look at what's really happening in reality, this isn't real. So all she has to do is turn that mirror over and shut that story down. So just be careful of the stories that you're telling yourself. Be careful of what you're saying is real, because if you're saying it, then it is real to you. But the reality, what's actually going on, is not as crazy as you think it is. So just be really aware of that. When you hear that negative talk, go, wait a minute, what's really going on right now? Am I being attacked? No. Did they mean that in that way? Maybe not. So try to find the positive side instead of the negative and see if all that noise goes away. Okay. Hi, Eve. Okay, we have time for one more reading. Does anyone else want a reading? I'm going to hold off for just a second. See if that pops on. I don't know how delayed it is on here, so it's really funny. Good, Dee. Okay, here we go. I wanted to ask what the reason I still miss and think about the Leo from my past, because Leos are intense.
Woo!
All right.
How could you not? How could you not? You're human, right? You love them, right?
Okay.
Question is, do you have to act on those feelings just because you're still thinking about them? That's the question. And the answer is no.
Okay, so what I got was the Three of Swords reversed. Okay, and this is all about heartache. We talked about this earlier, so this is not shocking that you got this card for this situation, right? But here's the thing: when it's reversed, you have to actually want to heal from this. You have to actually choose that you don't want this person to be an active part of your life. And it feels to me like you tell yourself that you've chosen that, but deep down in your little heart or in your brain or whatever it is, your ego, there's this little like chirpy voice that's like, but maybe it's time to like literally step on that cricket. That's that chirpy voice. It is time to let that go, because this is not something that's serving you. So once you actively make that decision that you're ready to let go, I think you're going to find that you're not thinking about them and the heartache's not going to be there as much.
I got the Two of Pentacles, but I don't think that's the message of the card. I mean, maybe balance, but I keep getting pulled to that purse and the idea that your purse is currently empty. So when you get bored, when you're feeling lonely, when you let your thoughts just wander, that's what comes in to fill that void. But if you had a more active life, if you had other people to fill that position, whatever position it was, then it's less likely that those old feelings creep back in. I mean, they still will. Sounds like a very important person to you, but not as frequently if you find a way to occupy your mind, occupy your heart, your energy with something more fulfilling. Fill your purse.
Fill that purse. Fill it. All right, you guys, we're going to pull one card for the collective to wrap this up here. I didn't tell Valorie we were going to do that, but see how she goes with the flow? See how great she is, you guys? Valorie always goes with the flow.
Yeah, sure.
You do a pretty good job of going with my randomness, so that's good. Y'all, you need a best friend who can go with your randomness. It's key. All right. Okay, you guys. So Two of Wands energy, we got it reversed here. And so what I'm getting for the collective is be careful about looking out the window and seeing all the things that you don't want to see. Okay. Be careful about finding the negative instead of the positive. Source is asking us right now to really look around and be grateful. Wherever you are right now, look around and find something to be grateful for, whether that is a crystal near you or whether that is the fact that you can go on YouTube and get a free tarot reading randomly, or that you have a coffee cup that keeps your iced coffee cold. Like whatever it is, find something to be grateful for, because that is super, super important right now. We've got to raise the frequency of the earth because there's way too much shit going on.
My message for the collective, I actually pulled this earlier, is Freya, and this is from Keepers of the Light. Cycles, phases and cycles is her message. And the idea is that just because you're coming to an end, all of us are working on releasing collectively. Release, release, let it go, let it go, let it go. Just because you're coming to the end of something doesn't mean it's the end. It's just the end of that cycle, and a new cycle will begin. And so it's reminding us to stay focused on the positive, stay focused on what we are calling into us, and realize that we cannot call it to us, grab a hold of it if our hands are full of all of the old shit. We have to release and let go so that we're willing and able and in a position to receive that which we are asking for. Phases and cycles, y'all.
Phases and cycles. All right. So thank you guys so much for being here. Valorie and I will be doing this periodically, right, Val?
Yes.
We're going to get done and Valerie's going to be like, I never want to do that.
This is so much fun.
So we will be doing that more often. So be watching on both of our pages for that. Make sure you stay subscribed to both of our pages. You can also find us on awkwardlyzen.com on the partners page if you want to book a reading with either of us. We both do multiple different kinds of readings. And also become a part of Awkwardly Zen and a part of Tarot Unicorns and Coffee Tarot.
Tarot Unicorns and Coffee. You had it right the first time.
And I panicked. Valerie's has 3 names. Say it again, Valorie.
Tarot Unicorns and Coffee on Meetup.
On Meetup, yes. The 3 words always get me mixed up. So join us there. You guys can hang out with us all the time. Thank you all for being here today. This is super, super fun. And we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, Charity.